The cat has been out of the bag before, and yet people lose interest and put it back in.
People always move on.
Sheriff in New Mexico reports a UFO encounter. The crew of the SS Orang Medan dies mysteriously. The entire town of Langville, Montana goes missing.
It does?
So was your first question when you heard this, what the heck is Langville, Montana? Apparently that was a lot of people's thoughts when they first heard it. And seemingly, this example of 3 in a throwaway line in the worst Ghostbusters movie brought forth this urban legend. So what the heck is Langville, Montana? Well, it's one of many ghost towns in the state. Except you can't visit this one. Because unlike other ghost towns, the residents didn't just move away after a mine was drained of its resources. Or, the gates of hell opening up in Pennsylvania. Instead, this town just disappeared overnight, with no evidence of its existence. No signs, no buildings, and no roads. Hence, no one can tell you where it was in Montana. But the weirdest part about this town is that it's not from the 1800s or something. It apparently disappeared in the early 2000s. So more likely than not, if you're watching this video, you were alive when Langville, Montana disappeared, making it possibly the newest ghost town we know of. There are supposedly people who say they even remember Langville showing up on Google searches, like it used to appear on Google Maps, and that there are images of this somewhere on the internet. However, the only image I could find was from a site talking about the urban legend, so it could have easily just been made as an example of what people were talking about. There's also this image that is said to be some sort of Google Earth glitch involving Langville, Montana in some way, but just like the other picture, I can't really find any proof of it. However, there's a reason for this. The government scrubbed all information about Langville, Montana from the internet. This is why when you do a Google search of Langville, Montana, you found nothing. When I looked it up, I couldn't find any information about the town prior to 2016. What was relevant about 2016 with Langville, Montana? I just can't put my finger on it. It's probably the year the government scrubbed all the information. Naturally.
Coming up on your right, nothing.
But apparently some people have actually said they've been to Langville, Montana. However, much like everything else I looked up, I can't find anyone actually saying that. Some out there believe that Langville, Montana is an example of the Mandela effect. The thing where you misremember something, but you utterly refuse to accept that you did. Or, that actually happened in a different universe and you're seeing glimpses of it because of magic or black holes or something. Which gets his name from people wrongly believing Nelson Mandela died in prison. Before he was president of South Africa. The best description of the Mandela effect I ever heard was, "I'm not wrong, the universe is." Honestly, if people have said they've been to Langville, they're more likely getting the name wrong of another town in Montana, like Flaxville, or possibly thinking of Langsville, Ohio. Or of course, they're just lying. Now naturally, since the government scrubbed all information from the internet, the actual lore of this urban legend is very limited. In fact, there's only one constant I keep hearing about the town, and that is, everybody in it was turned inside out. But wait a second. If all evidence of the town disappeared, including roads, and the government scrubbed all information about it, how do people know about this? It's not like anybody found the inside out remains. Where in the world would this information have come from? Oh wait, I know exactly where it came from.
They were turned inside out.
Their skin is on the inside of their body?
Their skin is on the inside of their body because their organs are on the outside.
But they're okay, right?
Sure.
I think they're dead.
Yeah, me too, Holtzman. Me too. So what do you think is up with Langville, Montana? Do you think the government turned people inside out and expunged all records of its existence? Were you on the team that had to remove roads from a town? Or were you on inside out body shovel duty? Or do you think this is from another universe, where Jif is called Jiffy, and Mr. Monopoly had a monocle? Or are you like me, and think this was just a throwaway line from Ghostbusters that some people decided to take way too seriously? All I can tell you is, I didn't do it. Stupid cowboys. So I'd love to hear what you think. Tell me about it in the comments below. And with that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.